Good morning, everyone. It's Lori. Today we are going to talk about doing a salt jar spell for blessings and protection. So what we're going to do is layer all of our ingredients in this jar. So I previously cleansed it. Let's see how much of a mess I can make today. So normally I have a little funnel, but of course I couldn't find the funnel. Oops, not too bad. So there's my base with the salt. I'm going to put sandalwood because this is good for protection. And it's such a beautiful color. I love working with sandalwood. Plus, it's good for protection. Oh, I'm making such a mess. It's good for protection. It's good for manifestation work. So we want to manifest protection and blessing. And it's good for healing. It's good for, it helps with meditation. And so now I'm going to put, I want cedar tip. This is good for purification. And I don't know why, but I love cedar tip. I just love it. I'm going to use lavender. This is also known for protection. Let's make another mess. I wish I could find my little tiny funnel because it does, it helps. Get all those little morsels in there. And of course my calendula. This is for sun energy. I love the color. This is one of my go-to. I love the energy of it. So this really works well for me. This is good for clearing. Of course, I'm going to put a little bit of sage in there because, that's like the big protection one. I love the smell of it. It's almost the smell. Okay, and then I already pre-wrote my little petition, and this says, "May this space be blessed and protected." And I'm going to fold it towards me. Or not. I'm going to stuff that in there. And I did have some gems here somewhere. Put some more sage in there since I have it on the table here. So I'm going to put some amethyst and some clear quartz. And of course, for time's sake, I'm not going to do this part for the video, but this is the part when you're done, and you like the way it looks there, you're gonna cork it. And this is the part where you sit and you meditate for a while and you hold on to this and you envision your energy going into this jar. The energy would be the intention that you want to manifest. So we want to manifest protection and blessing. So you're going to envision, I like to use lights and things like that. So envision a white light within you pouring into this jar, protection and blessing. And you can repeat your little saying that you wrote on your petition in there. May this space be blessed and protected. You can just sit there as long as you want, but envision that energy coming from you and into this jar, You can meditate for 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever you're comfortable doing. So when you're done with this jar, you can keep it anywhere you want. You can keep it in a space to remind you that this is for blessing and protection, that you are safe, you are protected. You can pick it up and look at it and shake it, reactivates it. You can keep it at your altar. A lot of people like to keep these at their altar as added extra protection while they're doing other spell work at their altar. You can use the ingredients inside of this in other spell work when you need blessings and protections. So you can uncork it, dump the ingredients out into other spell work and use it for that. You can keep this forever in a space. If you feel like you don't want this anymore, I don't know why you wouldn't want it anymore, because it's so pretty, look at it. But if you feel like you don't want this anymore and you want to do something else with it, you can toss all the ingredients. I would never toss the crystals. I would take those out and cleanse them and reuse them for something else. Same with the jar. I would keep the jar, cleanse it, and use it for something else. This stuff inside, because it's used and it's already charged for blessings and protection, I maybe would crush this up and dress a candle with it, or burn it as loose incense in my cauldron or fireproof dish, whatever you want, on a charcoal disc. And then I would use those ashes to make black salt. I would, take the ashes out of the cauldron, mix it with some salt, grind it up. So, I mean, there's many things you can do with this once it's completed. I will probably keep this one on my altar and use it as added protection when I do other spell work. So that's my little message for the day. Actually, I lied, I'm not done yet. So I noticed a lot of people, when they say, I don't have that ingredient, can I still do it? Yes, you can. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't matter how many ingredients you have in here. It's the intention behind what you're doing. So that energy, you could have just salt in here and do the same exact thing. This bottle could be filled with just salt and your little petition, and you're still going to envision that protection, that flowing white light of blessing and protection. You're still going to envision that in the jar. So if all you have is salt and your piece of paper, that's it. That's all you need. You don't need all the fancy schmancy stuff. I like to use all of this stuff because I'm a very visual person, and I think this is just beautiful to look at. I also vibe really good with the plant energy, so I like to use all this stuff, but you absolutely do not have to. As I said, to do something like this, all you need is a jar, salt, and your petition. You don't even need one of these little fancy, I don't even know if I'd call this fancy. It was, $1 for 5 of them in a bag. You can use an Old Spice jar, you can use a baby food jar. It's, whatever you have, utilize it. You could also cheat, and I get this stuff from the Dreaming Goddess. It's already it's a pre-made purifying salt mix. So it's it's already it's already done. It's for it's sea salts and magical herbs, which I can see right now. There's cedar tips in there, calendula, rose petals, and sea salt. Might be other stuff in there too, but it doesn't list what's actually in there. But it was $3.95. I like to mix and match my own things. So, you know, I pulled some things out that you could also use. Blessed thistle, use burdock root. These are all things for, you know, purification, healing, blessings, protection. So, you know, mix and match what you have. Cloves is a good one too that you could put in there. Peppercorns is also another good one for protection and blessings. So, you know, mix and match. Only use salt if that's what you have it. Don't sweat it if you don't have the exact things that I put in mine, because at the end of the day, it's your energy, your thought process, and what you want to happen. That's what it's all about. All right, now I'm done for real, I think. I am done for real because I need coffee. Take care.